Hey everybody, Film Fan 108 here, and welcome to the rest of the year of movie pickups. So basically, I did January, February, and March of 2025, and I was gonna keep it rolling. I wanted to do a monthly pickup haul for you, show you what I get month in, month out. And I want to apologize, but a lot of things were out of my control. My mother had some really serious health issues that went on, and it occupied a lot of the year for me. And things just sort of snowballed with work and other priorities, and I just got lost in the shuffle. And what was supposed to be a month to month pickup showing you guys what I got basically just went to the wayside for the rest of the entire year. And so it happens, things become out of your control. Again, my deepest apologies to you guys. It wasn't meant to be a whole huge dump, but at the end of the day, hey, at least I'm actually doing it and not leaving it to the wayside. Put it that way, guys, all right? So this isn't everything that I got for the entire rest of 2025. Some of it I moved over into out and abouts in the future that you guys will see, but a lot of this is some really cool, unique stuff that I picked up for the year that I definitely wanted to show you guys. So, ready or not, here we go. The rest of 2025, baby. Let's just get it, show it, talk about it, and get to the new year, shall we? Yes, indeed. And the first two things I wanted to show you guys that I got are actually a little bit of Lucio Fulci love, man. As you guys know, I am on a mission from God. Well, not sure about that, but I've been wanting to own every single Lucio Fulci title that is out there on physical media, and I'm pretty damn close, man. Actually, closer than even I admit that I actually am. And these were two that were missing, but now they've come home to the collection, baby. Indeed, they have, with the Sweet House of Horrors and the House of Clocks. Yes, man. From good old Cauldron, from the Houses of Doom set. Now, the Houses of Doom set had two of Fulci, and then there was another two that were from a different director, a different Italian director. And it got housed in this really cool box, and I was not interested. I didn't want it, guys. I mean, no offense to the other director that I love a lot of his work. He's a really cool director. I dig a lot of his Italian horror that he's done, but I just didn't want those movies. All I wanted was the Fulci ones, and I didn't want to pay an exorbitant amount for a box set that I only wanted two films out of. So I was like, holy shit, man, maybe, kinda, sorta, they're gonna release individual copies, I'm hoping, and patience paid off where I actually finally got a chance to own them individually. Thank the Lord, dude. And these are actually two Fulci titles that were made for television. And you kind of know how that goes, right? Sometimes when some of these movies are made for TV, some of them turn out better than others, and you never quite know what you're getting yourself into. But again, it was Fulci, and again, hey, I'm doing my due diligence, baby, so I definitely had to pick it up. And these two films are very unique, man. I mean, one is very much about these parents that die in this gruesome murder, and now their spirits are kind of around the house mansion, and the kids are kind of seeing them, and they're protecting the kids and also getting their revenge on the people that did them wrong. It's a very weird, quirky movie, man. I liked it, but I don't know if I necessarily loved it, but I thought it had the Fulci flavor to it, where it was just weird enough and offbeat with crazy performances and weird horror moments that I was kind of like, okay, this has his stamp all over it. Maybe not top tier Fulci, but it does the trick for what it's worth, man. And it definitely does, man. Especially the acting from the kids, man. There is something about Fulci movies where the kids are some of the most disturbing parts of the movie, or the weirdest, or the most oddball. They stand out, man, in Fulci movies. And this is absolutely no exception, man. Quite interesting indeed. Yeah, and yes, the movie does have some slow moments, and you do want it to pick up a little bit, but when it does, boy, it's mischievous and chaotic, and it is good, man. So I recommend it. More on the lesser Fulci side, but still well worth it, man. But then with House of Clocks, and I kind of feel like this is one where people have definitely been requesting this title. I mean, yes, you have all the mainstream Fulci ones that come out, but I think people are like, hey, what about House of Clocks? When are you going to put House of Clocks out? And people have been clamoring for it for a long time. I had never watched it, but I figured, dude, I'm a Fulci fan. I got to pick it up, obviously. And I think this is the better of the two films, dare I say. I like the idea of these young people coming in here wanting to rob this older couple in their house mansion, and they accidentally, well, you can ask whether that's debatable or not, but they die, right? They get killed, the older couple, and suddenly you're thinking to yourself, okay, they're gonna get away with this. But it's a weird mix because it turns into, yes, a horror movie, but also like a time travel sci-fi film as well. It's an odd mixture, especially for Fulci, but it kind of works because as the movie's going on, like, time is going backwards in a weird way. And so the people that were dead are no longer dead, and time is sort of shifting in on itself, and they've got to escape all of this shit. It's very unique, man, and I dug it quite a bit, man. I like the gore, I like the over the top acting. You know how Lucio Fulci does it. There's this grandiose sense of horror, man, that he has, and even on a smaller scale, like a TV budget, it still works, and works really, really well, man. I really dug this a lot, and there were a lot of moments where I was like, I don't know where this is headed. I don't know where this is going, man. What's going to happen next here? It kept me on my toes. I was interested with it. And there is a certain level of dread with this movie that you're like, dude, no matter what they do, they will not be able to escape this shit, man. And seeing them trying to squirm their way out of these really crazy, wild, seedy situations, it was good. I really dug House of Clocks quite a bit, man. And I'm just glad to own both of these now. Like I said, I didn't want the Houses of Doom set. It was something that I thought about, but ultimately I decided, nah, man, nah, I'm good. I just want the two Fulci titles, and I'm glad to have them individually. I mean, who knows? Maybe in the future they might get released by another company, but for the meantime, I got my two copies, and add two more Fulci titles to the ever-growing Fulci Appreciation Collection. And honestly, at this point, there's not many more to get. And when I do, my life will be fully complete. Well, I don't know about that, but as Fulci lover, yeah. And the next two titles, oh, you thought you escaped summer camp? Think again, because, oh, Angela. Yes, Sleepaway Camp 2 and Sleepaway Camp 3, yes, because, well, let me tell you something. If you're doing something she don't like, you're fucked. Yes, that is for damn sure, baby. With the exclusive slipcover love as well. Oh man, look at this. This is nice. Oh, so good. I love that cover, man. That cover's so great. Oh, dude. Man, that is a great cover. I've always dug that one, and obviously, yes, man. Slashing and Making sure naughty teens get what they deserve. Yes, indeed, man. And look, I could have picked these up years ago because Scream Factory did put out the Blu-rays of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. And for some reason, I didn't buy it at that point. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you exactly the reason. I just didn't pick them up. Maybe there was other things to get. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. Who the hell knows, dude? But eventually, they went out of print. And then I got really pissed because I was like, oh shit, man, I should have picked them up and I didn't. And I was, man, I wanted to, And I thought, dude, these are never coming out on 4K, okay? There is just no way that these two movies are going to get 4K releases. And then all of a sudden, I hear Scream Factory is putting out 4Ks of these two movies. I'm like, oh my god, really? But then I thought, well, shit, if I don't get them now, then I'm a real fucking idiot. So, of course, I had to pre-order it. Of course, I had to grab them. And, oh, I'm so glad to have these, man. Now, of course, my favorite is the original Sleepaway Camp with Felissa Rose. Of course it is. But there's a soft spot in my heart. My cold, dead heart. There's a soft spot for Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. And I think it's just because of the horror comedy aspect of it. And they're really leaning into the cheesiness of this. And I love Pamela Springsteen in this role, man. I think she's so good. She's living it up. She's really embracing the absurdity of it all and really going for the horror aspects and being this crazy, insane bitch. and she's so good at it, man. She really is. And I know that she doesn't want to talk about these movies, and I know that she kind of wants to leave it in the past, but God, she's just so good. And I think us fans just really appreciate her in these movies, even if she never wants to know that they exist ever again. The fact that I think we hold it in our hearts is praise enough, man. It really is. But the over-the-top acting, the kills, I think it's just a really, really fun set of sequels that I just absolutely adore. And some great interviews and audio commentary and making of, and you could tell that Scream Factory put a lot of effort into really making these two a really great overall release. And it is rock solid, man. I'm so glad to have these in the collection, man, because I never thought in a million years that I'd get a chance to get them unless I had to pay uber high prices on eBay. But, well, I guess I don't have to do that anymore. I got my 4K copies. I'm happy. However, I do have a small little bit of nitpick with Scream Factory, Shout Factory. Now, this was before they got bought up by another company, and now we are buying a lot of stuff through Groove that's exclusive to Shout Factory, Scream Factory, you name it. But I ordered the exclusive slipcovers, right? And these slipcovers are damaged. They're dented in a little bit, if you can kind of see some of the damage there, and yeah, some of them are a little bit crumpled up there. And I was pissed, right? I'm like, oh my god, man, they're wrapped in plastic and they still get fucked up. So I emailed Scream Factory, Shout Factory, and I was like, hey, these are damaged. I have pictures. Can I get a replacement if you need me to cut these up with scissors or send them back? Cool, whatever. I'll do whatever. And they were so rude to me on the email back, man. They were talking about how, well, we don't do any replacements. It's just a slipcover. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. And, oh my god, I was fucking furious. I was so mad, dude. And look, I get it from a company's perspective where they're thinking like, well, we can't just replace any old thing at any old time, right? I get that. But at the same time, look, I ordered these as an exclusive. I paid extra money for them as an exclusive. I expect them to come in good condition. And when they're not, I expect you to treat me as a customer that's been buying from your site for a really long time, and expect you to at least treat me with respect and hopefully maybe do something for me. Even if it's in the form of a discount for a future release or something like that, whatever it is, man. But they didn't even do that. And so that really, really irked me, man, big time. And so, look, at the end of the day, I still love what they do. And yes, I'll still order from them. And yes, maybe through this new company and them doing things differently, maybe it'll all change for the better. Who knows? But boy, oh boy, as a collector, man, that level of disrespect, that really baits me, man. That really baits me big time, dude. But look, regardless, I'm just glad to have these in great 4K quality that I never thought in a million years it was gonna get. Cheesy, ridiculous, over the top, goofy at moments, but really fun and entertaining. Hell yeah, man. More Angela killing people is never a bad thing, especially when she's having so much damn fun with it. Yeah, I'm down for it. And the next title, well, look, we've dealt with Scream Factory, but we also gotta show a little bit of love occasionally for Vestron. Yes, man, the Vestron Collector Series. Now, if you're thinking you're gonna find these newer ones at Walmart, well, you're sadly mistaken. Online retailers, Amazon, Diabolic DVD, Orbit DVD, I highly doubt it. But where you will find it is Lionsgate Limited. Yes, in 2025 they moved Vestron over to the exclusive Lionsgate Limited site, and I know that irked and pissed off a lot of people, man, and I get it, right? I understand. You were finding these editions for cheap at Walmart or previously at Best Buy, and, well, now not so much, dude. Look, Lionsgate is slowly but surely starting to figure out the physical media market, the niche physical media market that it is, and if you want these titles with the bells and whistles on them, you are going to have to pay a little bit extra money for it. And look, I get it, right? Paying more for some of these releases that used to be cheaper really sucks ass, man. It really fucking truly is a terrible thing. But collectors are going to collect. And if you want it, you got to have it. And I definitely wanted this for sure, man. Because some women, yeah, you can't please them. They like some body parts and they like others. But I think if they stitch it together the right way, you'll make the perfect man. In May, yes, man, number 32 in the Vestron line. Nice, man. Look at this. And of course, the same artwork on the inside as well. Very nice. I have been waiting for a great edition of this movie to come out. Now, mind you, there was ones that were overseas. I didn't know whether I really wanted it or not. I was thinking maybe kind of sort of, but I was waiting. Maybe there would be a company here in America that would do it. Lionsgate finally decided that they would be that company. And I'm so glad to finally have this in the collection, man. I'm not a big Lucky McKee director guy. I'm not a big fan of his work. This might be one of the only things that I actually really love of his. And he does a great job, man. Great job with this movie. It's definitely kind of almost like the Frankenstein tale, right? But done slightly differently and very off tilt. The idea of this woman played by Angela Bettis and how she's got a lot of imperfections in her life, but she's really starting to like this guy, and this other colleague is getting in her way, played by Anna Faris of all people. It's like Scary Movie Anna Faris. Crazy that she's in something like this, but the fact that she starts to go a little insane and out of her head and figures that, well, if she can't have him, nobody will, but yet she still wants certain things from him and stitches things together. Yeah, it's wild, crazy, insane, but it's so entertaining and dark and twisted, and I've always loved May, man, and to finally have it in the collection is really, really great, with all great special features included as well, man, so well worth finally having it in the collection. Damn glad to finally own it. And one more from Vestron that I couldn't believe that they released it. I knew immediately when this got announced, this was like a must-have, man, a must-own, dude. I own the other two movies, and the fact that the third film has been screaming for a great physical media release for a long time and just has simply have not had it. It's kind of one of those like bucket list titles of like, oh man, another year goes by without this movie getting a great release, man. And finally, those days are gone, baby, with Ghoulies Go to College. Yes, Ghoulies 3, man. Out of the bowl and totally out of control. Oh, look at that, man. What a great artwork on there. And on the inside, they even have reversible artwork, man. Look at that. That is cool, dude. Oh, I love that, man. That is awesome. Wow, man. Ghoulies 3. I love Ghoulies, and I love Ghoulies 2. And they've had really great releases in the past. And for some reason, Ghoulies 3 has never gotten the type of physical media appreciation. And it's weird because when you talk about the Ghoulies franchise, everybody says, hey, Ghoulies 2 is a great movie, better than the first one. Highly agree with that, okay? You're never going to have me disagree with you. But I think everybody says that Ghoulies 3 is the best of the franchise, and I happen to agree with them on this, man. Because, look, the Ghoulies series started out very horror centric. Yeah, a little quirky here and there, but definitely serious horror to a certain extent. And then the second movie got a little bit more fun and entertaining, and the third one just went like horror comedy full on, man. And I so appreciate that. This is such a fun movie with great creature effects and character actors here that I was like, dude, this is so fun. This is so great, man. I watched it back in the day on like VHS all those years ago, man. And I always had fun with this movie, and it had been a long, long time since I revisited it. And having this and buying it and finally watching it again, I was like, oh my god, dude. Dude, I love this. It's so great. And the Ghoulies aren't really like horror, like scary necessarily. They're more mischievous than anything else, and I think it's all the hijinks that go into that that make it this wild ride, man. Being at this college and this fraternity and the ghoulies getting resurrected and all the ridiculous shit, man. It's just fun. It's really fun. I dig this movie a lot, and I am so damn glad that this finally got a great release, man. I'm so happy. And it's just wild to think that in 2025 we finally get a great release of Ghoulies 3 of all things, and I'm just so happy for that, man. It's just so fun. And now I own 3 out of the 4 Ghoulies movies, and something tells me maybe they'll release the 4th. Maybe. Let's hope, because then my Ghoulies collection will finally be complete. And I never thought I'd ever see the day where that actually happens. Wild times we're living in, baby. Now, who's up for a little bit of Arrow video appreciation? Oh, yeah, I definitely loved me some Arrow video in 2025, man. They were killing it and came out with all kinds of releases where I'm like, oh my god, man, I've been waiting for this. I really have, man. And some of these releases were definitely well worth finally putting down the money and getting them. That is for damn sure, man. Movies like The Long Kiss Goodnight. Yes, oh my god, dude. Gina Davis, Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, dude. Wow, directed by Rennie Harlan. Man, I love this movie, dude. Anytime that I talk about Gina Davis, you know, obviously you bring up The Fly and you bring up all of these different types of movies that she's been in, and she's done great. Earth Girls Are Easy, you name it, right? I always go back to The Long Kiss Goodnight, man, and how fucking badass she is in this movie. And it's not a movie that was really popular at the time that it came out, but I think over the years and over time, people found the movie, appreciated the movie, and really warmed up to the movie and gave it this certain amount of action cult status that it richly deserves, dude. I love it. The idea that this woman is living a very nice, sweet life with her husband and child, and then suddenly people start going after her and starting to attack her, and and find her and want to kill her. What is going on? What is happening, man? And she is finally, after an accident, realizing that she's finally getting her memory back. She had this certain level of amnesia where she forgot who she was. She was this killer assassin for the government, and she made a lot of enemies and people that wanted to hurt her and really ruin her life and just absolutely murder her in cold blood, man. And now she has to go after each of these motherfuckers that are trying to actually go after her and her kids and her family. And she has to finally become the badass bitch that she was previously and literally annihilate every motherfucker that comes in her way. Man, I love this movie, dude. Gina Davis, like I said, she starts out as this very meek, sort of sweet woman that doesn't want to hurt a fly, and slowly but surely over the course of the movie, gaining more of her memory and what she is and who she was and everything like that, she starts to really become more badass, more of that killer instinct, and dude, she just goes into full kick-assery mode, man, and she is so awesome. There's a point in the movie where she has like this bleach blonde hair, this sort of femme fatale mode, and you're like, oh, dude, like, perfect, baby. It's like, boy, she just embraces it fully, and I love it, man. And I love Samuel Jackson playing this guy that's way in over his head that becomes her sidekick, and there's a lot of mutual respect there, and you really start to see, because this is at a point in Samuel Jackson's career where, I mean, he was badass, but he hadn't really gotten to that point where we're like, hey, Samuel motherfucking Jackson, dude. It's movies like The Long Kiss Goodnight that really start to solidify that and does it perfectly, man. He just has that sort of, I'm a cool ass motherfucker. Man, he just had that oozing dripping from him, man. And it works so perfectly here. The directing, the action sequences, the kills. I love the whole conspiracy angle of it, and the storyline of the revenge plot. It's so good, man. I've loved this movie for ages, and the fact that it got a great 4K release is amazing. Look at that, man. So cool. I cannot believe that this finally got it. The woman I used to be, she's gone. I've kissed her goodnight. Oh, so good, man. I never thought in a million years we'd finally get a great release of this. Talk about patience finally paying off in a big, big, bad way, man. No doubt about that, dude. Long Kiss Goodnight. God, I love it, man. Finally to have that in a great edition. Well worth it, baby. And then another title where I don't know if it's well worth it necessarily. For a lot of people, probably not. But for me, I like it. I'm sorry. Techno thrillers never seemed so sexy, and Swordfish? Sure, why not, man? Dude, John Travolta, Halle Berry, Don Cheadle, Hugh Jackman, man. Dude, this was like the early 2000s, late 90s, somewhere around there, man. I mean, this was like a who's who of really like in the day popular, right? I mean, John Travolta had his comeback, Pulp Fiction, and had made a string of movies that were doing really well, and he still was a name after his comeback, right? He was still making movies that people were seeing, some not so much. He still had some name cachet. Halle Berry, dude, was Halle fucking Berry back in the day. Come on, man. Holy shit, dude. She was sexy as shit. I don't care what y'all motherfuckers say, man. She was really great, dude. And Hugh Jackman, you gotta remember, was the flavor of the month. He had played Wolverine in X-Men. He got a lot of notoriety. People were really starting to find him, and he was getting a lot of leading man offers, Swordfish being one of them. And I love the late 90s, early 2000s when it comes to these sort of techno-style thriller movies, because anytime that there's this action sequence, right, where he's got to hack into something, right? He hacks in and like, you've got 20 seconds to hack in. And like it's coming down. 3, 2. Oh shit, he did it. Oh fuck. Like, oh, I'm hacked into the mainframe, bitch. Like, dude, you just look back at these type of movies and you kind of just smile at how ridiculous it was, and we didn't really know all of what the whole internet and the possibilities of it were, and they're just kind of going with it, and it's just kind of fun to look back at it, man. Cheesy, yeah, but I don't know. I guess there's just something that kind of warms my heart about it. I don't know, dude. But I just love how this hacker, this guy, is thrown into this situation and all the complications that go with it. And it's just a fun movie, man. It's wild, ridiculous, crazy action scenes with John Travolta, man. Moments where you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, really, dude? This could never happen in real fucking life, but that's why it's called the movies, okay? And I love Travolta playing the bad guy. He's just oozing just evilness and charisma, man, and charm. And he's like the bad guy. We're like, yes, I'm gonna steal all of this money, and there's nothing you can do. And look at my perfectly coiffed hair and shit, dude. Man, he's almost like qualified as a Bond villain more than anything else, man. He's just wild here. He's having fun with the role. And Halle Berry, man, she was just so sexy and so captivating on screen. And you got to remember, guys, because putting everything in context, as I like to do, because one of the selling points of this movie, yes, it's an action movie, yes, it's a thriller, all that jazz, right? But one of the biggest selling points of this movie was the fact that this was the first time that Halle Berry was going to bear it all on screen. She was actually going to show off the goods, okay? And that was literally a point where they were selling it for the movie. Like, hey, come to the movie and see Halle Berry's, you know, assets, so to speak, right? And I'll admit, as a teen, that got me in. I'm not gonna lie to you, it did. And I will admit, for all the hype that it was, I was massively disappointed. Like there's just one scene where Hugh Jackman comes up and asks some question to Halle Berry. She has this sort of suntan thing, and she just sort of pulls it down, and she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, God damn, all of that hype and that. Hey, man, as a horny teenager, man, that was one of the most massive disappointments I had in my life at that point, man. That really was, dude. But setting that aside, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I still do. And rewatching it is like, yeah, it's cheeseball, it's corny. Sometimes you can literally drive plot holes through this fucking story like a Mack truck. But that being said, it's hell entertaining. It's just good looking people in cool clothing, doing cool action sequences, and looking badass doing it, man. And it works. I dig it. I love it. It's not for everybody, I get it, but it's for me. Sue me. Speaking of more Arrow Video love, because those weren't the only ones, man, I figured I gotta show a little love to the UK, baby. Of course I do, man. And this one, I held off on this one for a really long while. And for some reason, this edition is the one that finally got me, baby. Michael Mann, you gotta love him. Because when he starts out with a banger like this, you know he's a force to be reckoned with. In Thief. Yes, man. Look at this. Great addition from Arrow Video, dude. What a great slipcover that is, man. Oh, I dig that one on the inside. Oh, love that artwork so much. Dude, James Caan is so good in this movie. Tonight, his take-home pay is $410,000 tax-free. Yes, it is, man. Dude, you're probably thinking to yourself, Seth, hold on a second. Why did you get this edition? Because Criterion is right there. You're right. And every year, I would go into Barnes & Nobles, and every time the sale happened, I would pick up Thief, I would look at it, look at the back of it, have it in my hand, look at other Criterions, go back, and put it back on the shelf and leave it there. Every single year, every single time I would do that. It's not that I don't love the movie. I love the movie. However, I thought, I don't know. Not a big fan of the artwork. And I know you guys are gonna fucking kill me. You guys are gonna say to yourself, Seth, come on, really? You're not buying it because of the fucking artwork? Look, as a collector, you damn well know that you leave things behind because artwork isn't nearly as good, man. Maybe you don't want to admit it, but you know it, okay? And I do the same damn thing. I'll freely admit it, dude. And I thought, God, man, there's gotta be another great edition out there somewhere. And then when Arrow Video finally announced this, I was over the fucking moon. I was like, dude, this looks great. Yes, it's in the UK. Yes, I'm gonna have to pay to get it shipped over here. Who gives a damn, okay? Because this is a great edition. And, I mean, come on. It's got the theatrical cut. It's got the director's cut. It's a solid release with all the bells and whistles. And it's Arrow Video. And I feel like they put a little bit more effort into it. And it really feels that way, man. And again, it's just a great one about this guy that wants to get out, can't, and the complications of doing this job and getting out from underneath this guy that basically wants to exploit him and use him until basically he's in jail or dead, and the complications of getting out from under all that. And I love this movie, man. James Caan, again, fantastic. The Michael Mann directing, it has such a great thriller vibe to it. The unpredictability of it, this gruff badass that is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the complications of that. I love the look of the film, the grittiness of it. It's always been a great movie for me, man. And to finally get a great edition of it is awesome, man. To finally have Thief in the collection. It took me a long ass time to get here, but I'm finally here. Sorry, Criterion. I think I picked the better edition. Just saying, man. I think I did. Hey, it's Arrow Video. I still gotta show Arrow Video love. You know me, guys. And another one that I got in the UK, because I didn't just pick up Thief, I picked up this one as well, because I thought, they're not releasing it in the United States. Curious as to why. Maybe a future edition in the US? Maybe from a different company? Who knows? But I figured, if I can get it now, I'm going to get my hands on it, baby. Because, well, when you're stuck in a bad situation, Tony Todd after your ass, that doesn't help matters. In enemy territory. Look at that, baby. Great slipcover by Arrow. Love that, man. So good. And on the inside, dude, look at that. Oh, I love that so much. Great movie, man. Oh, I love this, man. Basically, it's about this guy. He's an insurance salesman. He goes to this apartment building, really terrible part of town, man, and gets way in over his head and has to deal with this gang that is hunting him down, and gets help from very unlikely people to try to survive. And all the mayhem that goes along with it. And this is always a movie that I feel like when we talk about Tony Todd and the great movies he was in, and rest in peace, I'm gonna miss the hell out of that guy. we always think first and foremost of Candyman, and then we think of movies like Night of the Living Dead remake and so on and so forth, right? Not many people ever talk about Enemy Territory, but it is so good, and he is so fucking intimidating and badass in this movie, man. Playing the gang leader, dude, you wouldn't want to cross this guy to save your fucking life, man. He is so good in this role, man. He is so great. I love him in this movie. Jan Michael Vincent is great as this disabled veteran. He's awesome in the role that he has. And Ray Parker Jr. Now, if you think to yourself, well, wait a minute, God, why does that name sound so familiar? Ray Parker Jr. The Ghostbusters song? Yeah, that Ray Parker Jr. He's one of the main people in this fucking movie, man. One of the only times that you will ever see Ray Parker Jr. in an actual movie acting is Enemy Territory. Swear to God, man. He's so good in the movie, too. He's great, man. And it's just a time capsule of a movie that I really love. And the kill or be killed survivor aspect to the movie, and dealing with this gang that is bloodthirsty, that wants to really make a point by taking you and murdering you, and the idea of going from floor to floor, apartment level from apartment level, and escaping your fate, and the on the edge of your seat, just thrill ride that you go on. And it's so good. And I love this movie, man. And when they announced it over in the UK, it was an instant like, holy shit, I've got to buy this, man. I love this movie. And yeah, have it. It's pretty goddamn sweet, man. Never thought in a million years, dude. Talk about wild happenings, man. I guess you never know when something's going to pop up and it's worth it and you hadn't seen it in a long time. You take advantage of it, baby. Even if it's in the UK, sometimes it's worth importing the gold. Yes, indeed it is, man. No doubt about that. And last but not least, not even close, when it comes to Arrow Video, when this got announced, I was like, holy shit, it is about time. I love this movie. I love it so much. And the fact that Arrow Video gave it this type of treatment, oh my God. Dude, it's about damn time. It really is, man. Because you can try to escape your fate all you want. Sometimes you can outrun it. And other times, well, you gotta face it head on. Easier said than done when you're dealing with an alien race in Dark City. Yes, look at this, man. How awesome is this, man? The 4K of Dark City. This is so cool, man. Look at this. Dude. Oh, man. I love this. With the little spirals and everything. Oh, I love that. Of course, it's got a little bit of a mini poster here. It's got the booklet, which got all kinds of articles and images. You know how Arrow Video does it, baby. And it's got the 4K love. I love that cover, man, of Dark City when he's against the clock and just screaming. Dude, I love it. Man, this is a great movie. And I think what I love about it is it's from the same guy that directed The Crow. And, I mean, The Crow is amazing. Let's be honest, right? No movie, I don't care how many sequels you do, how many remakes, The Crow is the fucking Crow, and it is the best of the bunch, right? And you're thinking, what is this guy gonna do next, right? I mean, Crow is fucking awesome. Controversial, yes, with the whole Brandon Lee thing. Where's he going next? And he makes Dark City, and Dark City flops. And flops hard. And I kind of feel like nobody was ready for Dark City at that moment in time, man. It was just so different from what you had seen. It takes a lot of different elements, sci-fi, neo-noir, detective-style story, and blends it all together in this sort of unique melting pot, and it, I think, confused people. I think it kind of was a little bit, people were kind of little like, well, I don't get it. And so it sort of languished for a long time. And then once it hit on physical media, I think more people found it, more people appreciated it. And I think it earned slowly but surely that cult status that it really has become at this point, and in some ways now has become a classic within the sci-fi genre itself, man, and rightfully so. I dig the performances here. Rufus Sewell is so good. Jennifer Connelly, stunning. I love Kiefer in this movie, man. Kiefer is doing something totally different than he's never done before. Almost like mad scientist meets Igor type of vibe, man. He's like, yeah, yes, they're coming after you. And I'm like, okay, dude, it's working. I'm digging it. I'm liking it, man. William Hurt here is so great as the detective as well. But what I love about the story is the idea that this guy who cannot remember anything wakes up, thinks he's killed somebody, and is on the run, and these people are following him, these weird people in these trench coats and these hats, and like, who the fuck are these people, man? And slowly but surely he's finding out that, like, they're changing everything around it. Like, these people, one minute they're detectives, then the next minute they're murderers. They're changing the composition of buildings, and they're manipulating the situation and the physical state of everything. And who are these people? What is going on? What's happening? Why am I awake when all these other people are asleep? And it's that mystery and that slow realization of what's going on and what's happening, and the sci-fi bend to it all, and the really great, like, eye-opening reveals of what's really happening here, which I really dug so much, man. And the movie is just so well stylized. It feels like an old school noir flick that you would see back in the old school black and white days, but yet has that present day feeling, but also that futuristic bend where it sort of melds everything together. And I really love the aesthetic of this movie, the look of it, the clothes. I think the story is really engaging and mysterious, and it really leans you in. You want to know more. You're on the edge of your seat. The unpredictability of it, where it's going to go next. I've always dug that, man. And it's just a fun ride, dude. And I've had this on physical media for the longest time. I used to have the DVD way back in the day, man. And one of the things I always loved about Dark City on physical media was it had that Roger Ebert commentary. Roger Ebert was so in love with this movie, man. When everybody else kind of dismissed the movie or wasn't really high on it, Roger Ebert was like totally on board with this movie. He knew what it was. He understood what this movie was trying to go for, and he totally bought in. And I love the commentary. Actually, that commentary is one of the first commentaries that I ever listened to, was the Roger Ebert Dark City commentary. And I was so engaged with that and how he would talk about it and the influences that the movie was giving off. And it was such a great commentary, man. And I kept the DVD for a long time because there was never a great, like, upgraded HD copy. Yes, there was stuff out there, but it just felt like they just didn't appreciate it nearly as much. And I wanted to get a great edition of this movie. If I'm going to really exchange out the DVD, I got to get something that's well worth it. And this is absolutely it, man. It is so good, man. It has the director's cut. It has the theatrical cut. I highly recommend the director's cut. And the reason why I say that is because it adds a lot more context. It adds a little bit more character and story beats to it that flesh it out a little bit more. The theatrical cut got, unfortunately, stripped down to its bare essentials, and they had to add certain voiceovers and things, and the director never really wanted it, and I think the director's cut is more of his pure vision, and I think it is much, much better, man. But you get some new audio commentaries here, old school audio commentaries, you get new featurettes, new interviews. There's just so much here to chew on, and I needed to buy this. It was immediately, I've got to have this, man. I love this movie so much, and to me, this is the best of what sci-fi can be, right? It can be mysterious, it can be scary, it can be intriguing, it can be sexy, as long as you tell a really great tale that really makes you lean in and want more. Dude, that's what great storytelling is all about, and Dark City does it in spades, man. If you have never seen Dark City, get on it, because, dude, man, talk about a sleeper of a movie that might not have hit when it came out, but it just proves that over time, the good movies will survive, because good storytelling never dies, man. When a movie is this good, it stands the test of time, and Dark City proves that, well, classics, even cult classics, will never, never go out of style. And the next set of releases I got, well, Umbrella, anybody? Don't mind if I do. Yes, because look, you guys know that I love to support any and all companies that are putting out releases that I want, plain and simple, man. I don't care whether it's in the United States here, I don't care whether it's in the UK, I don't care whether it's in Australia, wherever, man. If you're putting out good releases that are solid, that I want, I am going to pick it up, man. And Umbrella Entertainment is no exception, man. They did some amazing releases, and I had to pick some of these up, man, because, well, there's a lot of killer animals out there. Sheep? Yeah. They can truly be terrifying. In Black Sheep, man. Look at that. Oh, that's so good of a cover, man. I love that. Oh, dude. They're bloodthirsty. They're so good, man. And on the inside, oh, look at that artwork. That's so good. Oh, man, that is so great. Dude, I love Black Sheep. This is a great movie, man. I remember seeing it years ago, and I think I watched it for one of the out and abouts, and I really had no thought about it. I was like, okay, man, sheep being deadly? What the fuck are we doing here, man? And it turned out to be such a delight, dude. It's a great horror comedy where it takes the concept, the ridiculous ass idea of the concept, and just makes a meal out of it. And it's just fun, and it's demented, deranged. I love the creature effects with the sheep. I love the kills, the blood and the gore here, the acting, the over the top scenarios. It's just really truly just a fun ass movie to watch, man, and I love it. Look, all horror comedies are not created equal, okay? Some are better than others, and some understand the assignment better than others, right? Some lean more into the comedy and unfortunately get lost in the shuffle with the horror. Some people lean more into the horror and the comedy just isn't nearly strong enough. And then there's movies that have a nice balance, and Black Sheep is easily one of these movies, man. I really dig it a lot, so much. It's just a fun movie that was made overseas, and dude, I guess you can make anything into a killer nowadays, right? I suppose so. I mean, yeah, Jaws is obvious. Wolves, coyotes, alligators, sheep. Think again. So good, man. So good indeed. And then another title that I picked up, and this one, I love this movie. And I have the old school Blu-ray, and when they announced this, I instantly went for the pre-order, because vampires, yeah, they're cool, but, well, they're just like us. They need a food source. And when it's drying up, things get a little messy. And Daybreakers, yes, look at this. I love the slipcover to this, man. Dude, where they're all like being housed and drained of blood and shit, all the humans. So cool, man. In 2019, the most precious natural resource is us. Yes, indeed, man. And then on the inside, Nice. The artwork there. Gotta love it so much. The battle for blood begins. Yes, look at that. So cool. The 4K, had to pick it up. Now, it's interesting. I ordered this, and then not too long after, Lionsgate Limited announced that they were doing a Steelbook 4K, and I really had to weigh, do I pick this one up? Do I end up canceling my pre-order and go with the Lionsgate Limited, or do I stick with this? And ultimately, I sticked with this edition. Look, I love Lionsgate Limited, and they've been doing some amazing steelbooks, but I also have to admit that, look, sometimes you like certain editions better than others, and I went with this one, and I do not regret it whatsoever, man. Absolutely not. It's so well worth it, and I just love the movie, dude. I mean, I love, at the time when Ethan Hawke did this movie, he wasn't a horror guy. You didn't know Ethan Hawke from horror. He did these romance movies, he did these thriller type of pictures, very dramatic work that he was doing. He wasn't doing horror, man. And I think from the special features, it intrigues him working with the Spirig brothers, and I think he was fascinated by the story and how they were going to approach the material, and I think that's why he went for it, man. And I think after Daybreakers, he sort of leaned a little bit more into the horror genre, man, and he's been doing quite a few of it, and so he kind of got the itch. He kind of got the bug, man. Why not, dude? But I love Willem Dafoe here. Sam Neill is so good in this flick as well. It's just a great, great movie, man. And I love the concept of that vampires have taken over the world, and the idea that they're doing mundane things. They go to work, they get their coffee, mixed with blood, of course. And they go on their commutes, and they do average, everyday, normal American things. They just happen to be vampires. And the complications of this resistance group that's coming in and wanting to find a cure for this all, and how the allegiances and alliances and betrayals and everything. It's such a great movie, man. And I loved it. I saw it in the movie theater with Bob years ago, and I always dug it and continue to, and why not a 4K upgrade? So good. Well worthy of a movie. And one of the better vampire movies in, the last, 20 years or so. It's really good, man. Very well worth it. Always love this movie. Happy to upgrade to the 4K. No doubt about that, man. And then, speaking of a movie that I couldn't believe finally got a great edition in 4K, man. So well deserved. I love this director. Maybe not the movie he's most well known for, but such a great movie regardless, man. Sometimes the devil comes when you least expect it. In The Dust Devil, yes, man. The Hitchhiker from Hell. Oh, indeed, man. Dude, love this artwork from Umbrella, and on the inside, dude, what great artwork is that? That's so cool, man. Now, interestingly enough, this got announced from Umbrella, and it got announced from Kino Lorber. I went with Umbrella, not because I don't love Kino Lorber. Guys, you know I love Kino, man. Anytime there's a sale, I take advantage of that shit. But I wanted to buy this because I like the artwork a little bit better. I think they have a little bit more special features. I thought, look, I if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to pick the edition that speaks to me more. And this one definitely did, man. But I wanted it because I love Richard Stanley. I think he's a great director, man. Hardware is a fantastic movie. I own it. It's the one he's known for the most. His most recent work, Color Out of Space. So good. I love that movie, man. And I hope that he gets more opportunities to direct. With certain allegations and things against him, it's kind of slowed up his work. And maybe one day he'll make a comeback yet again. But I love movies like Dust Devil. It's just so good and intriguing. And this guy that is walking the land and is out for vengeance and everything. It's just such a great story. And I love the cinematic quality of it. I love the acting. It's just this is a really well-made flick that I've always really enjoyed and loved, and I definitely wanted to have it, man. I mean, not only because it's a great movie, but because I appreciate Richard Stanley, dude. And hell, I thought we'd never see the day where we get a great Dust Daredevil release, but now my Richard Stanley collection is complete, so I guess again, patience is the word of the day, because it pays off, baby. It does indeed, man. No doubt about that. And last but certainly not least from Umbrella, this one, dude, when this got even teased, I knew it was mine, dude. I had the old school DVD, and I've been waiting to upgrade that like a motherfucker, and god damn, it's about time, man. Dude, talk about demented, twisted, ridiculous, over the top. Yeah, I guess you could go to the circus for that. Or you could just see the Freak Show in Freaked. Yes! Oh my god, dude, I love Freaked! Oh, man. But ugly, but funny. Yes! Oh, so good, man. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh my god. Dude, I love me some Freaked. I have always been a fan of this movie. I've been a fan of Alex Winter for a really long time, man. I mean, obviously, Bill and Ted, of course, but you go back to movies and TV series like The Lost Boys or The Idiot Box that was on MTV that I loved, man. And he just has a certain style about him that does not conform to the mainstream. And that's what I've always loved, man, is that he beats to his own drum. Whether or not you like it, that's a whole nother matter. But he does stuff uniquely outside the box, and I've always appreciated it. And Freaked is one of these movies that I saw when I was younger, and it always stuck with me. The weird, crazy designs, the over-the-top story. I like the concept of freaks and them overcoming crazy situations. One of my favorite movies of all time is Freaks, the old school black and white movie. And so this kind of reminded me of that in a weird way, man. Way more over the top and out there, but it had something. It had a certain charm and an entertaining quality that just kept me coming back for more. And I would watch it over and over and over again, man. And it's such an oddity of a movie. I mean, Alex Winter coming off of the cachet of making those popular Bill and Ted movies and getting to do anything that he probably wanted to do. And he did Freaked. He was like, yeah, I want to do this movie. You know, cash in your chips and make something so outrageous and so over the top and so bizarre that everyone kind of scratches their head and is like, what the fuck did I just watch? And this is one of those movies, man. But it's one of the better what the fuck movies. I mean, it truly is, dude. I mean, think about the cast of people. I mean, Randy Quaid, the guy from the Blossom TV show. You're like, what the really? Fucking Mr. T. Like, what? He's in a dress? What the fuck is this, man? It's such an oddity, man. It really is. And I always loved it. I just found such entertainment out of this movie and the ridiculous jokes. And it just hit me at a right time when I was at the right age to be influenced by movies like this and really love it. I kind of feel like if I were to find this movie now, if I were to watch the movie now, much more older, maybe a little bit more jaded, I don't know if I would like it as much as I did when I was younger. And there's certain movies where you guys know that it just hits you at that right moment in time where you're impressionable and that movie strikes you at a moment where you really love it. And had you watched it at any other point in time, maybe it wouldn't have been that way. But Freaked is one of those movies, man. And it's just so awesome that this finally got a great edition. And this is an awesome release. I mean, audio commentaries, yes, but great interviews with a lot of the people, Alex Winter, writers, other directors, stars of the movie. They even have, like, so much behind the scenes footage of just seeing how the movie was made and the difficulties behind it and how much fun they were having. It's almost like watching home movies. It's so engaging. I love this release so much. And the fact that it's been languishing in just unreleasable hell, right? You had the DVD and that came out and people really owned it and loved it. And then you were thinking, geez, when are we going to get a great upgrade of this movie? And just never came. And finally we have it. And I'm so fucking glad for it, man. Look, it's movies like Freak that are real, just out there flicks that don't make a lot of sense, doesn't need to make a lot of sense. And you just realize that they had a concept and an idea and a passion for it, and someone gave them the money, and they just went free for all, baby. And this is one of those times, man, and I'm just so fucking glad that they did. There's not many movies like Freaked out there. It's definitely in a league of its own, but you know what? I'm totally cool with it because, man, oh man, if you're gonna make a really balls out crazy, weird, odd, ridiculous movie, Freaked is definitely the movie I want. And then the physical media train ain't stopping for no man because, we've got more to show off. Fun City style, baby? Yes, with Breaking Glass. Yes, man. Love this where she's singing and she's breaking out of that, she's kicking out of it. Almost kind of looking like she's farting and the glass is breaking, but but hey, I digress. Look, man, it's great because the experience is shattering. No doubt about that, man. Look at this, dude. I love me some Fun City, man. I really do. A story of shattered success. Indeed it is. When they announced this movie, I hadn't heard about this movie. I didn't even know this movie existed, okay? But once I saw the trailer and I saw clips online, I was like, okay, this is one I want to get, man. This rags to riches tale of this girl, this rebellious punk style woman who reaches the fame and the fortune, but the downfall of that as well and the complications behind it. It's such a great movie, man. I love this movie. The soundtrack is so fucking cool as well. Love the energy of the music, and it just feels very like almost like this anti-establishment movie where it's like, we're going against the man, but then we are the man, and then we're rebelling against us, and then the downfall of people thinking that we're the man, and fighting the perceptions and shit. Like, there's something about these style movies, man. You think of like old school pop punk people like, Johnny Rotten or something like that, where there's a certain bit of like, anti-authority that you just love. And it's movies like this that really give it that type of energy, man. And it's so good, man. It really is. My girlfriend loved this movie, okay? She is a big pop punk type of fan. That punk quality, old school, just going against the man and going against, rule and shit. And she absolutely just ate this movie up, man. And so did I. I thought it was such a great, like, just sticking it to the man and doing my own thing and going against people and shit. It's I don't know, man. I don't know. I just was in a mood, okay? I really was. But this is such a great release, and Fun City did a great job with this. I mean, look at this. This is the booklet on the inside. That's so cool, man. Look at that. Oh, it's like a volume dial, and on the inside, with this artwork as well. Like, that's such great release. Fun City does awesome with their releases, man. And it's just a vibrantly colored movie with some really great songs and singing and anti-government, anti-authority, and the rise and downfall of stardom. And I love these type of movies, man. They don't always turn out well, depending There's like movies like Rockstar with Wahlberg. Do you remember that movie, man? With him and Jennifer Aniston? It's an alright movie, but I kind of feel like movies like Breaking Glass are so much better at it than what we could do with Rockstar. But I still like the concept of it and the idea that you do something with the best of intentions of wanting to be yourself and bring yourself to the table and be authentic as possible. And then you get into a system, you get into the fame, and then things get twisted and turned around, and then you finally realize that that's not who you are, and you want to go back to being yourself, dude. And Breaking Glass is just a really great movie for that, and I loved every single second of it, dude. Not every Fun City edition I'm going to go for, but when they put out a banger like this, I gotta purchase it. And the next release I picked up, well, sometimes something that haunts you could be your own damn sibling. In Alone. Yes, man. From Error 4444. Yes, man. A little bit of overseas creepy horror goodness. Why the hell not, man? Look at that cover, man. That is so cool on the back. Oh, so fantastic, man. And on the inside, what a great cover of like these conjoined twins, man. Dude, I love it. Creepy as shit, man. I love it. It's such a interesting movie because I didn't really know this movie. I always make sure that I'm looking at what every boutique label is releasing, the most popular one to the most obscure one, right? And Error 4444 is a company that is on my radar. They put out some really weird shit, man, and the past few releases that they've done I haven't really been into, but then they announced Alone. And I was like, dude, this looks kind of crazy to me, man. And I was kind of looking it up and looking at the trailer and everything. I'm like, man, I'm not always for blind buys. You guys know this. I try to keep it to a minimum, but man, when I do, shit intrigues me, man. And this absolutely does. And damn, did it. It's a good movie. It's scary, it's creepy, it gets under your skin, but it's so effective, man. Basically, it's about this woman who moves with her husband, but she's getting haunted by something, and she doesn't quite know what. Is it all in her head or my mind? What's going on here? And slowly but surely, it's revealed what's really creeping on her and disturbing her and going after her and the reasons why. And man, it's effective. It's really good, man. I really like this movie. If you like, like Japanese, Asian horror, and there's been so many great ones in the last like 20, 30, 40 years, man. This is a good one. It's well worth giving a chance to, man. I really dug this one a lot, and it surprised me. It really did. I kind of am giving more of Asian horror a chance where maybe previously I wouldn't have done it, but I'm kind of opening my eyes to new experiences, new possibilities, and this is among them, man. But damn, if they're as good as Alone, well, I think I'll keep the nightlight on. And then, well, let's show a little bit more love to Lionsgate Limited. I know we were on the Vestron train before, but let's get back on to the Lionsgate appreciation, man, with some steelbooks and editions that I absolutely had to have, man. And look, I can't say I'm going for everything Lionsgate Limited, but boy, when they're putting out something I want, I got to have it, baby. And this is no exception, man. This is a release I've been wanting for a really long time. I have been wanting a great edition of this movie. I loved it in the movie theater when I saw it with Bob. It stuck with me. It's such a great atmospheric, creepy horror film. And damn, did Lionsgate Limited give the love, man, with It Follows. Look at that. I love this imagery, man, of her and the shadow just coming closer to her. I dig that so much, man. It's so good. And once you take off the slipcover, oh, look at that. Great. There, and look at the back, man. The back is so cool. Yeah, I dig that so much, man. And on the inside, I love that girl's like twisted body and shit. Oh man, dude, what a great fucking movie this is, man. I remember when I was in the movie theater with Bob seeing this, and when we left the movie theater, Bob and I just both said, dude, this is like the best movie that John Carpenter never directed, man. Like, in all seriousness, this, in an alternate reality, in like the 80s or 90s, John Carpenter would have directed a movie like this. I mean, it just felt like so Carpenter, man. And you could tell that the director was really just influenced by what Carpenter did and the aesthetic and the look. And man, he perfected it to a T. I love the concept of using sex as a way to pass on a curse. I love that. It's almost like, AIDS, venereal disease, STDs, you name it, right? Passing on something that is deadly to another person is just a really wicked way to tell a story. And I love this. The idea that this girl has sex with this guy, thinks it's very harmless, likes him, but does not know what she just walked herself into. And the idea that she is now being chased and hunted down by this invisible menace that only she can see, and comes in forms of people that she knows or potentially trusts in order to get close enough to her to kill her. And in order to end up surviving, you have to keep on having sex with people in order to pass it down to others in order for you to survive. And it's just wild and it's crazy. And I loved every second of this movie, man, where you see somebody coming towards you and they're just walking casually, and you think to yourself that there's nothing wrong with that, but the ominous quality of how they're coming towards you and the fact that they're not really responding to you, and what is this? This is not the person that I know. This is not the person that I think it is. And running away from that, and nobody else can see it, and the fact that people think you're crazy and out of your fucking mind. It's such a great way to tell a story and a way to just keep you intrigued as an audience member. And I was absolutely there, 110%. I love everything about this movie. The acting is so great. Michael Monroe is so good in this movie. She's likable. She's vulnerable. She's scared. She's a girl that's way in over her head, and you're rooting for her, but yet at the same time, you're like, man, you kind of put yourself in this situation at the same time, and so you sympathize with her, but you're also like, you have mixed feelings about it, because she put herself through this situation, but does she really deserve it? Hey, everybody hooks up once in a while. But man, not like this, you know what I'm saying? And so there's great complex characters in here. It feels very 80s, 90s with the vibe. I love the scares. I love the atmosphere, the creepy tension of it. It's so good, man. And the movie always stuck with me, and I always wanted it on physical media. And I bought a Blu-ray copy of it recently, not too long ago actually, from Walmart, with like this cool little like Halloween looking slipcover. And I thought, oh great, yeah, I finally have it. I've been waiting for a really, really great edition, but it doesn't look like it's ever gonna come. Fine, whatever, right? And then Lionsgate Limited releases this, and I'm like, yeah, you son of a bitch. God damn it, you fucking asshole. I didn't pay a lot of money for that slipcovered version, so it's not like I was like really hurting necessarily, but I'm like, of course, I buy it, and then they release another edition that I really want. Of course they do, but this is such the better edition. There's so much great special features here, Lionsgate Limited, exclusives, and previous bonus features as well. It's such a great movie, man. And I'm kind of intrigued and I'm scared because they're making a sequel to this. And I want to know where the story goes. But dude, I'm scared. Because I'm like, damn, this is such a good movie. I don't want it to be tarnished by a lesser sequel. But at the same time, if there's a reason why you're making it, if there's a reason why the story can continue and it makes sense, I'm on board. Don't let me down, baby. I guess even if it does, I'll always have this movie. But, hey, you just want... If you're going to do it well. Or don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying, baby? But, hey, look. Sometimes John Carpenter copycats are not all that good. But then you get it followed. And you prove that, well, if you're a student of horror cinema... Sometimes copying the masters can pay off in dividends, and damn does it do it, and it follows. No doubt about that, man. Had to have it, baby. No doubt about that. And then the other Lionsgate limited edition that I got, this was easily a must-have. Oh my god, dude. I love this movie. And I never thought in a million years it was going to get a great edition. I had the DVD for ages. And when they announced this, I was like, holy shit, man. There is a movie god. There really is, man. Because sometimes you have to use your axe to end up ridding the world of evil. Because sometimes God tells you to in Frailty. Look at this, man. Look at this. Big edition, man, of Frailty. So cool, man. Look at the stained glass feeling of this. I love that, man. That is so cool. On the inside, you get a booklet. And actually, the booklet is interesting here because it's basically like the script. And Bill Paxton writing notes onto the script and everything. It's really actually quite unique, man. Very hefty. I like this quite a bit. And then... of course, you have the inside. Oh, what a nice family. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I dig that so much, man. Love it so much. Oh, such a great release, dude. Man, dude, they went all out for Frailty, and I'm so glad that they did, because this movie... look, there are certain movies that come out that just affect you in the right way. You know what I mean? And you watch it and you just think to yourself like, holy shit, man, that was an experience. And Frailty is absolutely one of those films, man. Starring Bill Paxton, directed by Bill Paxton, Powers Booth, Matthew McConaughey. Love this movie. And I just love the concept of Matthew McConaughey going into this office, talking to Powers Booth, this federal official, and talks to him and says, my father was the killer of all of these people. And suddenly you're sort of leaning in more. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Why is he literally right there? And he says, well, I'm a killer too. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you going into this office and literally confessing to murders? Your father did all this. You did all this. Why are you doing it? It reels you in. And then it goes back to tell the story of how they were kids and what happened with their father. The fact that he got a sign from God telling him who's evil, who's not, who deserves to die. Do you think it's real? Do you think he's crazy? And all the complications and the intrigue that goes with that, man. And I love this movie so much, man. The acting is so wonderful. I love it with the kids. They're just normal, everyday kids. And then suddenly this twist happens and they're put into these scenarios and these horrific moments that they can't unsee and have to really deal with the fact that what really is going on with their father. And Bill Paxton is so intriguing here as this loving father that is is doing these killings for the greater good or for himself, and the push and pull of that. It's so great, man. I loved this movie from the moment I saw it. When I ended up like renting it from like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video back in the day, man, and taking it home and watching it, and I was like, dude, this is so fucking great, man. I love this movie. And the twists and turns that you don't see coming, I thought it was very well executed. I love the imagery. I love the killing. It feels very Hitchcockian, right? It feels like, you know, Bill Paxton was taking a page from Hitchcock and a lot of those really great filmmakers back in the day and using it to his advantage. And it's such a well-made movie. I love it so much. Always loved it. And Lionsgate Limited releasing an edition like this is just so damn good, man. I just cannot believe that a great edition of Frailty exists, and they did it. I'm in love with it, man. I'm in love with it so much. It's so great. So well worth it, man. No doubt about it. So good, dude. I had to have it, man. Look, sometimes you wait so long for a great movie to come out, to have this really great physical copy that just celebrates a movie. And you wait so damn long. And then Lionsgate Limited comes around and proves that, well, yeah, you had to wait a while, but it's worth it. And then the next title is a bucket list movie. I loved this movie when I was a kid. I absolutely just needed it in the collection because you have certain movies in your childhood that you grew up with, that you love, fantasy movies that just made you a lover of cinema. And this is one of them, baby. God damn, man. Boy, we were having it good back when we were kids, man. When you watched movies like The Never-Ending Story. Oh, man, dude. From Imprint Films. Look at this with the great slipcase. Dude, I love that. And on the inside, oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, such great artwork. Slip and this. So good. Oh, I love it so much, man. Damn, dude. The Never-Ending Story, man. Dude, I love this movie. This movie is one of the best fantasy movies of all time for me, man. It truly is. I love the story. I love the imagination. I love the creativity. I literally cried in this movie, man. That whole scene with the horse and it getting dragged down, dude. Any of y'all, if you saw that when you were a kid and saw that scene, man, that broke your fucking heart. Okay, that truly did, man. It's so good. I love the creature designs and the mystical world. It's man, it was such an engaging film for me when I was younger, and I love every second of this film, man. It's just so fucking good, dude. The music is great in it as well. Dude, it just brings back old school nostalgic vibes watching the movie, man. And I had to have it, dude. I just, in 4K, it was a no-brainer. And look, they had that big, like, Never-Ending Story book edition that you've seen people on YouTube literally, like, carry around like it's a piece of luggage or some shit. And it looks cool, but I didn't need something that big and bulky and just oversized. I didn't need that, man. And then they had a Steelbook edition, which I was really considering the Steelbook, but that was way too overpriced overseas. There was no way I was getting it. So I thought, okay, look, they put out a big book edition. Okay, I wasn't getting that. The Steelbook is a little too overpriced, so I guess I'm just not going to have this movie. And then they released a standard 4K edition, and I was like, dude, I've got to pull the trigger on this. It's so worth it to do, and I'm so glad that I did, man. Dude, from 1984, man. Dude, they just don't make them like Never-Ending Story anymore. They just don't. God, it's so good, man. Fantasy done well, done right, and damn, was it the best, dude. Classics never go out of style, and The Never-Ending Story is absolutely one of them. No doubt about it, man. So good. I love Never-Ending Story. To have this in the collection again, finally, that is a bucket list that I'm so glad is finally off, man. Check that one, baby. That is for damn sure. And then let's go over back to Shout for a second, right? With a new line from Shout. Yes, you have Shout Select. Yes, you have the Scream Factory label. But you also have Hong Kong Cinema Classics. Yes, baby, with City on Fire. Yes, man. Ah, look at that, baby. Dude, when they announced that they got the Golden Princess line, right? That they got all of these Hong Kong action classics, great dramatic movies, and the fact that they were going to actually give them great physical media editions was so mind-blowing to me, because I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that these movies are finally getting this type of love, dude. And these are movies. You got to understand, guys, because I was growing up with movie lovers, right? My mother loved certain type of movies, you know, old school Universal monsters and romance flicks, etc. My father, on the other hand, my father loved Japanese Hong Kong action movies. He was a huge fan of that, and I never got into them when I was younger. He loved all those old school ones, man, and it just never really was something that I gravitated towards. He loved them. And it's only now, as I'm getting older, that I actually sort of feel a little bit of a sense of kind of wanting to try these out and give them a chance. And looking up the trailer and watching clips and thinking, dude, that looks really cool. I wish I had gotten into it sooner, but I guess, you know, sooner rather than later, finally, at some point, I guess we're here. And the fact that they're finally putting out these great Hong Kong movies that everybody's been wanting for so long, dude, I think people are ready for it, man. It's been one of these great sort of bucket list style movies, so many of them that are gonna come out, and seeing this one is great. Such a great movie, man. Dude, I love the on the edge of your seat thrills, the action, the suspense. Like, these are great movies. And I've been missing out on this for such a long time, man. I love Chow Yun-fat here. Dude, Chow Yun-fat, dude, man. Dude, this guy fucking kills it. He rocks, man. Now, I knew that already by watching movies like The Replacement Killers back when that came out years and years ago, but like finally seeing some of these Hong Kong movies that he did and these action spectacles, dude, he's amazing. He's so fantastic, dude. And so, man, I am so on board with these movies, man. If they are just as good as City on Fire, I am absolutely there. I'm absolutely buying them. I'm on board 110%, man. No doubt about it. Dude, this is so great, man. And yeah, I'm digging these so much, man. My father was right. They're good, man. They're better than good, man. They're kick ass. They're badass. And it's time for me to finally actually start appreciating them. And well, I'm gonna start it. Might as well start with City on Fire, man. So good. If you have not seen any of these Hong Kong action movies, dude, watch them. Because, man, the wow factor is absolutely there. They're so fantastic. And to finally get this and have it in the collection and appreciate it, damn well worth it. And the next title that I picked up, look, sometimes you're just pushed too far and you've had enough, and it's time to take out your revenge, baby. And nobody knows it best like The Farmer. Yes, baby, dude. The 4K love, an uncompromising explosion of total vengeance. He doesn't get mad. Oh, he gets even. Yes, indeed. From Dark Force Entertainment, also known as Blazing Revenge. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, they committed murder, rape, arson, and one mistake. They left the farmer alive. Fuck yeah. Now, some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, Seth, this is not the slipcover that goes with the Dark Force release. You're right. It doesn't. Here's the deal, right? I ordered this from Dark Force Entertainment. Got the 4K. 4K looks good. The slipcover's all banged up, dented up to shit, you name it. I contact Demon Dave from Dark Force and I say, hey, I got a bad slipcover. I took pictures. I said, can I get another one? I'll send this back. I'll rip it up. Whatever you want me to do. And he sends me another one. And guess what? That one was more damaged than the first one. And then I said, well, fuck it. I'm not going to send him another email saying it got fucked up, because maybe he's not going to believe me. Maybe he thinks that, I'm trying to, like, maybe sell these, which is not even remotely the case. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it. So I rebought it again to get another slipcover, and then that came just as damaged. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm not going to keep on asking. I'm not going to keep on buying. I have the old school slipcover from the previous release, so I just put this on here and just called it a day, man. Why the hell not, dude? But look, the fact that this is even coming out is amazing to me, because William Olsen, Banana Man, old Cold Red days, right? He never wanted to release The Farmer. He had the outright rights to this movie. He would never want to release it. He kept complaining, nobody's going to buy it, nobody's going to buy it, nobody's going to buy this motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. And he would just completely complain. And Dave over at Dark Force kept on trying to say to him, dude, people will buy it if you put a good edition on it, slipcover, you name it, people will buy it. And he's like, no, fuck that, whatever. And he just kept on just ranting about it. It's one of these movies that felt like it was lost to time, and you could get a great copy, he just wouldn't put it out. And what happened was that somebody literally put out not an official release, it was a bootleg edition, a Blu-ray copy. He made legit Blu-rays of The Farmer. The unfortunate part is the person who stole it wasn't supposed to do that, and sold them as a limited edition, and sold out, and made money off it, and there was lawsuits and everything like that. I owned one of those copies. True story, I actually did, man. I was like, dude, it's coming out on Blu-ray, somebody put it out, was it William Olsen? He's like, no, somebody stole it. It's like a crazy thing. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it, man. And I did. And even at that point, you would have thought, hey, maybe they would still put this out, right? To say, hey, we're going to put out an official release. And William Olsen still said no. And it wasn't until William Olsen sadly passed away where Demon Dave finally said, hey, look, I'm going to release this. William never wanted to release it. He never wanted to put it out. I'm going to put it out. Tribute to him, but more the fact that, hey, finally we can have a legit copy out there for people to enjoy. And I'm damn glad that he finally did. Dude, this is a really good movie, actually. And I feel like most people don't know about The Farmer, and probably have never even heard of the goddamn thing. I mean, basically, it's about this veteran that's coming home, and the fact that life has been turned upside down since he went to war and came back, and the fact that his father's farm is in foreclosure, the fact that he owes a lot of money, the fact that he's doing his best to try to pay this off and work it off, and ends up helping out this mobster who ends up helping him out, but then the mobster dies, and the mobster's girlfriend ends up having a connection with the farmer, and people are after her and him, and then he has to go and kill these people out of pure revenge, and all the crazy action-fueled complications that go along with it. And it's so good, because it's basically a guy being driven to a boiling point. And the fact that he tries to keep it together, he's a killing machine, and the fact that he just wants to be left alone. He just wants to do the right thing. He just wants to tend to his farm, and that's it. And the fact that everybody keeps on getting in his way and fucking him over, and eventually enough is fucking enough, man. And he just goes at these motherfuckers, man. And it's a great revenge tale. It truly is, man. And the acting is really, really fantastic here. I love the love story between a girl and a guy that are from two different walks of life that shouldn't get together but do, and the complications of that, and being involved with the mob and gangs coming after you and literally taking out every single one of these motherfuckers, man. It's got some really good action. It's got some strong story to it, some solid acting moments, some good tension. I really enjoyed this flick quite a bit, man. And I kind of feel like it's one of these unknown entities where it was a certain moment in time. This movie came out in 1977, guys. 1977. And I kind of feel like it got forgotten. Bigger movies were coming out, and smaller movies like this just got kind of sucked in quicksand. And unfortunately, the people who do remember it really love it, and the other people just sort of wrote it off. But I'm so glad that there's finally a great 4K edition of this movie, because it is so well worth it, man. I mean, you get audio commentary, you get interviews behind the scenes. I never thought in a million years that this would actually get the appreciation that it does, but we're here, man. And so, I guess to say that just because you're an older movie, just because maybe you didn't quite hit right when it originally came out, doesn't mean that you have to be lost forever. Sometimes you can resurrect an old gem, and The Farmer is definitely that. And then the next title I picked up is one of these movies that is just cheesy as shit. But 88 Films put it out. Great edition. Full Moon, Charles Band. Not that I'm buying everything that he does, but I kind of had to buy this, man. Seed People. Oh, yes. Look at that cover, dude. What a great fucking cover, man. Look at that, dude. Oh, man. The root of all evil. Seed People. Don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but well, in this case, sure, why not? Wow, look at the creature designs, man. Dude, look at that. Look at that shit, man. Cheesy, ridiculous, over the top, man. These alien creatures that are literally attacking this town and shit. It's so fun and weird and just cheapo, but I have a fondness for it. I really do. I love this type of stuff, man. And you know, I love old school Full Moon, right? I mean, there's something about the new school Full Moon that doesn't really do it for me. It's the old school stuff. There's a charm to these practical effects and shooting a film on a budget, and there's a certain amount of, like, I guess, creativity to it that you don't have cheapo CGI in it, and you can still make something really fun and engaging and still be kind of campy with it. And Seed People is absolutely one of these movies, man. It's ridiculous. And boy, oh boy, is it not exactly high art. But it's fun, and I dig it. And yeah, I'm all for it, baby. I truly am, man. I like it a lot. So sue me, dude. Sometimes you just want a good, cheesy alien creature flick, and Seed People is that, man. No doubt about it, man. But then sometimes you go for more serious horror, right? Impactful horror. Something that definitely screams torture porn. Sure, man. This movie, man. Dude, talk about a movie that just fucks you up. And this is absolutely one of those, with Martyrs, baby. Yes, look at that, man. Dude from Eureka. What a great release of this movie, man. It comes with the booklet. Look at that. Oof, yeah, boy, she goes through something. Yeah, all the pictures and articles. Yeah, man, this movie. People have talked about this movie for a long ass time. There's a reason, man. There truly is, dude. And wonderful artwork there. Trying to survive, but well, good luck. Yeah, wow, man. I remember when I watched this movie, I rented it from the video store. Swear to God. And I didn't know what to expect. I loved horror, right? And I loved all kinds of different horror. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Martyrs. How different is it from any other horror film that I've watched? And then you watch the damn movie, and then you end up, getting to the credits and, clicking off, and you realize, dude, man, I'm fucking speechless. Like, it's one of those movies that just messes with your mind, and seeing this women get tortured all for the sake of something. And I don't want to spoil it necessarily and say what it is, but you are just considerably seeing this woman be malnourished and tortured and put through the ringer over and over again. And at a certain point, you just feel like that you're watching somebody get tortured in real time, man. And it really affects your mind and your head, and you're just begging for this to stop to this poor girl, man. And it really does affect you. It's a movie that just literally begs the question of how far would you go to really see the other side and almost touch God? What would you do in order to achieve such a miracle? What would somebody do to another human being to prove something so miraculous and a religious possibility? And it's just wild to me. And I really truly have never seen anything like it before or since. I mean, I really haven't. It's a movie that is absolutely disturbing. It's a movie that pushes you to the limits of your own sanity and what you can take. And look, I like torture porn movies, right? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Hostel, sure. Some movies, hey man, grab the popcorn, okay? But Martyrs takes it to a whole nother level of saying that there's no enjoyment out of this. Not for the people doing it, and not for the person that it's being affected by. The only reason why they're doing this is literally to see a glimpse into the other side. And how far you'll go to achieve that. And man, it goes to some really affecting and deeply disturbing levels that I haven't watched this movie many times. I'll perfectly be honest, man. I really haven't. And it's not because it's a terrible movie. It's really a well done movie, man. I mean, the practical effects and how they achieve what they do to this woman's body. I mean, you can kind of just see it here, just alone, man. Just the carnage. And it's well acted. It's incredibly well shot, directed. It's just a movie that puts you in a mood that it's kind of hard to get out of, man, once you see the movie. And yet I wanted to buy this. I wanted to have it in the collection. I've already had it in the collection before, but this is a much better edition with better special features and picture quality, sound, you name it. I wanted this because not every movie is happy-go-lucky. Not every movie is cheery and rosy and has a happy ending. There is dark and demented movies out there that are not safe, that are not meant to be safe, and show the ugly side of society and how far people will go to torture somebody just to prove a point. It's movies like this that are just really just open your mind to how just fucked up the world really is, man. And how somebody can take their beliefs and twist it to their own means of taking an innocent person and just tearing them apart. It's really affected me in a big bad way, man. And I know for a lot of people it has, but it's a movie that I wanted in the collection, and I really do, man. And again, it's got some great special features here. It's got just an amazing booklet of great information, and it's one that I wanted in 4K, man. Seeing all the torture porn in 4K quality, sure, why not, man? But art is not safe. And sometimes you really have to push it to the limit to prove how beautifully dark and twisted a movie can be if you do it in the right way, and how affecting it can be to your psyche, man. And this is absolutely one of them, dude. I don't recommend Martyrs to everybody, but if you got a tough stomach and you can get back to sanity really easily, Martyrs is maybe your jam. Fucked up, but good? Yeah. Not necessarily nothing you'll show at a party. Unless you want everybody to leave. And then the next title I picked up, well, more like a collection of movies. Yes, man. Vinegar Syndrome strikes again, and I'm damn glad they did, because, well, if you're gonna get busted, you might as well do it busty women style. Sure, why not? In Vice Academy 1 through 6. Yes. Oh my god, man. Look at this. Ooh, some sexy babes. Front and back. Oh, yes, indeed they are, man. Look at that. Very, very nice, man. I cannot believe that I have all 6 of the Vice Academy movies in my hand in HD quality, man. That's kind of crazy to me. Now, look. Originally, Vinegar Syndrome put out Vice Academy 1 through 3. And I missed out on that release. I don't know why I missed out on that release. I should have picked that fucking thing up, man. But I missed out on it. And I was pissed. I was like, shit, man. And I thought, okay, well, I could pick it up through eBay, but you guys know the deal with eBay, right? It's just one of those times where everybody's just jacking up the prices. Greedy and shit. It's how it goes. And I'm like, I guess I'm just never going to pick this up, because I love Linnea Quigley. I love Michelle Bauer. I love these type of movies, man. And I thought, I guess I'm just never going to get it. And then the rumor swirled that Vinegar Syndrome might put out another edition of this. And I'm like, okay. Why would they just put out 1 through 3 again? I mean, they already did it. Until I realized they're doing 1 through 6. And I'm like, yes! Oh, I was like, okay. And everybody on other YouTube channels and forums, they were pissed. They're like, geez, I already bought 1 through 3. I can't believe it, man. And I'm like, and I never owned it before, so fuck you. Like, I'm like, dude, this is great. I get to own 1 through 6, man. And this is the first time I'm grabbing it. So, hell, I'm doing it, dude. And look, I like these sexploitation comedies, man. I grew up in that era of USA Up All Night, right? You know, Gilbert Gottfried, Rhonda Shear, and you would late at night watch the most weirdest, bizarre movies, man. These weird beach bongo movies, these sexploitation action comedy movies, you know, college fraternity sex romps. Like, yeah, man, you'd be watching anything. It was just all over the map. They never adhered to one thing, man. It was anything goes. And I loved those old school days. And it's where I saw movies like some of the Vice Academy stuff where I'm like, you know, again, I'm a young, impressionable kid scantily clad women. Come on, man. And so I always had a fondness for these movies. Now look, again, they're not high art, okay? Not even fucking close, alright? They're cheeseball, they're over the top, the acting isn't exactly the most professional you've ever seen in your life, and Lord knows women are just getting naked for the fact of, sure, let's get naked. But I always kind of loved them, man. I thought there was a really entertaining, goofy quality to it that I thought was really fun and endearing, man. And I appreciated the movies. And look, I look at the movies now and I'm like, okay, some are better than others, and the later ones are definitely more leaning into the sex aspect and the comedy aspect. But that being said, I love these movies. And I just love how they just go for the goofy, over the top sexcapades and they don't apologize for it. And I'm all cool with that, dude. I grew up in an era of Skinamax, okay? I was eating some of this shit up for breakfast, okay? I really was. So I have a fun time going back and rewatching these movies, man. The ones with, again, Linnea Quigley and Michelle Bauer and some of these ladies that just had fun bearing it all and having a good time on screen and making a buck. And I dig these movies. I really do, man. And it's just wild to have all 6 of the Vice Academy movies in HD. I don't know, man. I just never thought in a million years that it was going to actually be a thing, but it turned out to be, dude. I'm not saying that they're the best movies of all time. However, when you're a young kid and pay-per-view is blurry and you think you can make out a boob, you go to the next best thing. You really do, man. Oh boy, I'm not apologizing for it at all, baby. I had a good childhood, and it's movies like the Vice Academy series that made it all the more worth it. And then the next title I got, well, hey, we've seen a little bit of creature feature goodness, but there's always room for more, especially with a title that nobody ever thought would get this good of an edition in 2025. Well, it got announced many, many, many years ago that it was getting that treatment, but it took quite a long time to get here, and there was some doubters, and truth be told, I was among them, but I'm glad to be proven wrong, baby. HD quality for aliens invading people's homes and chewing them up and spitting them out in such fun quality in The Deadly Spawn. Yes, look at this, baby. Oh my god, this big box from Synapse. Dude, look at this. This is so awesome, man. Oh, that is great, man. It comes with the booklet. Look at that. With pictures, articles, you name it. So good. And on the inside, we have a little bit of mini poster love and slipcover goodness. Look at that, dude. That is so good. And from there, oh yes, also known as Return of the Aliens Deadly Spawn, Survival of the Fittest, Man versus the Ultimate Eating Machine. Oh, look at this, dude. This is amazing. The fact that I'm holding this in my hands, man, is wild, because I don't think anyone in their right mind ever thought that we'd get this good of an edition at this point. I think everyone would have just accepted crappy quality and just called it a day, but Don May and Synapse said, nah, we're giving you something much better than that, baby. And indeed, they did. This is low-budget horror at its finest, and I love this movie. The creature design is so cool with the teeth and everything. I mean, look at this design. This design is so great, man. That is such a great design right there. And it's basically about this alien species that comes down from the sky, and it's this ravenous eating machine that is spawning all of these little other alien devious evil fuckers. And they're going from home to home and they're attacking people and they're trying to take over the town and shit. And these few survivors in their home try to battle them for dominance and to take them down for good, man. Alien scum. And oh my goodness, dude. Look, the acting is what it is, okay? The money went to the alien design. The money went to this alien creature, and damn, did it deliver in spades, dude. I just think it's a fun, quirky movie. It's not meant to reinvent the wheel. It's meant to try to make a low-budget creature feature and make it memorable. And they did, man. They pulled it off in spades, man. And it's just so fucking good, man. It really is. And I give people credit for making movies like this. Look, making movies is not easy to do. I've done enough skits in enough of the reviews and videos of the past to know that putting money towards getting props and costumes and filming stuff and lighting and everything, it's all a fucking hassle. It's all a fucking complication. And if anybody can pull off actually making a movie, then my hat's off to them, okay? Now, not every movie is a winner, not every movie is good, and I don't have to like every movie. However, I appreciate people who go out of their way to make movies because it's just never easy and it's always a pain in the ass. And the fact that this movie has stood the test of time, the fact that people have actually wanted to see this movie come out on a really great physical media edition, getting a great 4K Blu-ray edition of this movie is just wild to me. Never in a million years I thought, because there was an edition that came out years and years ago on DVD, Blu-ray it was, and it was like the crappiest quality, man. Boy, talk about the picture, sound was the worst on that. And everybody kind of thought, well, that's just kind of what the movie's going to be, right? It's low budget. It doesn't have, you know, the bells and whistles to make a great edition. And the fact that Don May and them went out of their way to make it is just proves that it is really possible to do it if you have the right elements. And they definitely do, man. It's a fucking revelation here to have such a great edition of this. And like I said, I give credit to these people that make this type of movie, because to put all your eggs into one basket, to make a movie like this, and then the fact that it reaches cult status, the fact that people appreciate this movie for the creature and the ridiculous acting and the cheapo story. And I think there's certain movies that grab people's attention and that people just gravitate towards and love. And it just shows that the biggest blockbusters, the cheapest effects, at the end of the day, they're all the same. Why? Because at the end of the day, after all, it's entertainment. And if you can make a movie that entertains people, whether it's the lowest budget grade B-movie cheese or the biggest budget action spectacle, if you love it, you love it. And you don't see crap effects. You don't see terrible acting. You see a movie that entertained you and you appreciate. And that's what Deadly Spawn absolutely is. It doesn't do miracles. It's a little slow at times. But is it fun? Absolutely. Are the creature effects awesome? Absolutely. And is it one worth owning? Yeah. It really is. And last, but certainly not least, look, this is not the last pickup I ever got in 2025. However, I figure if we started with Fulci, let's end with Fulci. Yes! Boy, Fulci never got so much love like right now is releasing with The Beyond. Oh, yeah, look at this, baby. God damn, man. And this is one chunky motherfucker, man. Woo! Look at this, dude. A 6-disc deluxe edition. 1 UHD, 3 Blu-rays, DVD, and CD in this goddamn thing, man. Look at this. Holy shit, man. You could fucking beat someone with this goddamn thing. Holy shit, man. You really can, dude. Look at this, man. It comes with the good old booklet. Mr. Fulci himself, all of the articles and the pictures, all of that good stuff included here. Very, very nice. Oh, man. Oh, this is good. As a Fulci lover, damn, do I appreciate this. And then you take this bad boy out. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks just like the actual book from the movie. Dude, it's got like the embossing on it and everything. Holy shit, that is nice, man. And when you open it up, you get disc 1, you get disc 2, you get disc 3, you get disc 4, you get disc 5 right here. Yes. And you get disc 6, man. You get the composer's cut. You get another version of the movie called 7 Doors to Death. You get archival extras. You get new extras. You get the theatrical version. You get the original theatrical version on 4K as well. I mean, look at this, dude. Jesus Christ, man. This is like a cornucopia of Fulci and the Beyond, man. This is crazy. Holy shit, man. I mean, they went all out for this. And for good reason. Well, number one, it's Fulci and the Beyond, and it's a great fucking movie. And it deserves all the love that it can possibly get. I just didn't think that they'd do this, man. This is amazing, dude. And I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't going to get this edition. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to do it. And I know some of you all out there are saying, Seth, you are a Fulci guy. You love Fulci, man. You collect a lot of these Fulci titles. You're telling me you weren't going to own this? I had the previous Beyond release that Grindhouse did all those years ago. And I love that edition. And I was like, do I really need this? It's got all of these extra cuts and all of these extra things to it that I don't really need. I just like what I have. And then I saw that people were just buying this up in spades, man. It's sold out. And then I thought, well, shit, I missed out on this. God damn, man. Maybe I should have gotten this thing. And I thought, well, geez, I'm never going to get it now. It's sold out. Guess I'm shit out of luck. And then they made more copies. And I'm like, I really have now the option of either getting this thing or being shit out of luck, man. And I took the option of getting this because it is really too good to pass up. And it really is just a full-on appreciation of Fulci. And, I mean, they went all out to make an edition that beats all other editions. There's no doubt about it, man. It truly does, dude, man. And look, The Beyond is so good of a movie. I just love how the gates of hell are opening up and all of these weird, creatures and demons and shit are coming out, and and this woman has to deal with all this fucking crazy insanity and shit, man. It's so good. And the imagery in the movie is so striking with her with the white eyes and everything, and it's so great, man. I mean, this is top tier Fulci, no doubt about it, man. This is like one of the A-list Fulci titles that you put up there easily, absolutely top 5 for sure, man. And I've always loved this movie, and the fact that it got the love and appreciation that it did is just amazing. And I'm so glad that I picked this up. I really do. If I missed out on this, I would have regretted it. I really would have. what was I even thinking, doubting to even pick this up, man? But look, I'm a Fulci lover, and sometimes I think to myself, well, look, I already own that Fulci title. I don't always need to upgrade, and I'm not always an upgrade guy, to be fair. Sometimes a Blu-ray is just fine. But sometimes a company steps up and does something so fantastic with a release that you have to say, fuck it. I don't care how much money this is. I'm going all in, and this is one of those times, man. So I guess I'm upgrading more Fulci love to 4K. I picked up Fulci, and now I'm having to re-pick up Fulci. But then again, it's Fulci, so I think it'll be worth it. If it's anything like this, you bet your ass it is. And that'll do it for the rest of the movie haul for 2025, man. And the fact that there's a lot that I didn't even show you guys that I got too. So that tells you that I got a lot. Yes, I did, man. I mean, holy shit. Look at all of this, man. This is crazy. This is insanity, man. Wow. Look, if this doesn't tell you how many great releases got released in 2025, I don't know what to tell you guys, because this just proves that, dude, we're eating well as collectors, man. We truly are, no doubt about it, man. It was a good year for physical media in 2025, and let's hope and pray that 2026 raises the bar just a wee bit more, man, because if it's anything like last year, give me more, baby. Give me more, indeed, man. My wallet's gonna suffer, but I can deal with the pain. I can, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it the thumbs up. Let me know what you guys picked up in 2025. Let me know through social media, through Facebook and Blue Sky. Connect with me there. Let me know, man. I appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys, the patience. Look, these videos, sometimes I take my time with them, and I know that it isn't always easy waiting for me, but I really honestly appreciate the love and patience. I truly do, man. Pass these videos on to friends, family, social media, people who might enjoy how I talk about movies and show off physical media. Definitely do that. And man, oh man, wow. This is wild, and I don't know where 2026 is going to take us, but I know that I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. So I will see you back for another movie pickup haul video in the future. We'll see where the new year takes us, guys. Enjoy the new year. Enjoy movie love, pickups, and some unique grabs. And I'll see you later.